after completing the module 5, today we will start module 7, animations. So it is quiz easy and small chapter, so that's why we are studying the module 7 today. We have total 4 questions in this chapter, animations, and it is very interesting chapters. So our first question is animation and special effect. What is animation and special effect? The animation involves creating moving images with special adding visual elements like simulated explosions and magical transformations. These techniques are used in film, television, video games, advertising, anime movies and series, and web design to convey stories and entertain the audience. Basically, it is a way and process of creating a moving object or element by with some visual effects, and that will help the audience to connect with the story and with the emotions what it wants to generate. This is what animation and special effects is. Okay, so our next question is animation techniques. Like traditional animations and computer based animation, we know we have mainly two types of animations. This is one is traditional animation and the second is modern or the computer based animation. So what is traditional animations? Like traditional animations, also known as hand drawn or cell animation, involves artists creating each frames manually on transparent sheet after often seen in classic Disney films. So actually the traditional animation is nothing but a hand-drawn animation. The artist have to draw in hand to hand in on a transparent sheets and putting each frames on the motion, and with the time it's creating a visual representation with moving elements and moving images. That is what hand-drawn animation. Some examples is we often see traditional animation in classic Disney films like Snow White and the Lion King. You may hear, you might have heard those name of the animation films. And what is computer-based animation? So computer-based animation is nothing but our today's our modern computer-based animation. This is what the animations are made with the digital tabs, panes, and a computer. This is totally on a computer. It involves creating animations using digital tools and software. These techniques include 2D animations and 3D animations. So, what is 2D animation? Artists use software like Adobe Animate or Toon Boom and Harmony to create 2D or two-dimensional animations by digitally drawing characters, backgrounds, and objects using keyframes, timelines, and twinning. So coming to the 3D animations or three-dimensional animation, computer graphics software like Autodesk, Maya, Blender, you might hear those name Maya and Blender software. So or Cinema 4D are used to create three-dimensional models of characters and objects, which are then manipulated by animators to create the moment or movement. Creating a movement in a moment. So next come to our third question. I mean, image manipulation techniques, twinning, warping, and morphing. This is one of the important questions that may come to the exam, your college and university exams. This what is that there is three technique. One is twinning, then warping, and morphing. So twinning is a technique used in animation. Basically, this technique is used in animation. Twinning is a technique in animation that generates intermediate frames between keyframes, creating smooth motions, interpolating objects, characters, or property movement over time. Then we have warping. Warping is nothing but warping is another technique used in image manipulation. So we have two technique in image manipulation. Warping and morphing is both are used in image manipulations, and the twinning is used in animation. Then warping in image manipulations. Warping is a technique used in the photo editing, graphic design, and special effects to distort or resharp images to achieve desired effects such as connecting distortion, creating circumstantial curriculums, characters, or simulating fluid motions. What is morphing? Morphing is another technique, just like I said. And so in image manipulations, morphing is a technique used in animation, visual effect. There's a transition between images and by blending key features and interpolating intermediate frames. So then we have our last question in this chapter. Uh, this is another very good questions, and so let's roll into this. The two-dimensional animations and the concept of 2D animation software like mm Micromedia, some Flash, etc. So basically, we are going to discuss the software for both 2D animation and 3D animation. So at first, the 2D animation software's overview. 2D animation software allows artists to create timeline-based two-dimensional animations, enabling them to design characters, background, and objects. The features, we have several features for those softwares. The first one is drawing tools, then timeline, twinning, layer-based editing, export options, etc. So first one is drawing tools. Provide tools for the software. 2D animation softwares provide tools for creating and editing vector graphics or bitmap images directly within the software. So next is timeline. In timeline, it allows users to organize and control the timing of animations by arranging keyframes along a timeline. Twinning offers automated twinning options to generate intermediate frames between keyframes, enabling smooth no motion. The twinning is what I discussed in the previous questions, and you might have learned what is twinning. Twinning is a technique used in animations, not unlike the image manipulation technique. The layer-based editing support layer-based editing, allowing users to separate the elements of the animations for easier management and manipulations. Then we have our last point: export option. It provides various export options for publishing animations in different formats, including GIF, SWF, that is soft wave flash video, and HTML5 for web-based delivery. Now we are done with this 2D animation software. Now we are going to see what are the 3D animation software and what are its features. So let's see the overview. 3D animation software enables artists to create 3D scenes and objects by modeling texture, animation, and rendering them in three-dimensional space or 3D space. You know what is 3D animation. So let's dive into the features. We have several features like modeling tools, animation tools, texturing and material editors, like rendering, simulations and dynamics, scripting and plugins. So the first, and we have another one. This is integration. Okay. So first, let's see modeling tools. The company provides a diverse array of 3D modeling tools, including polygons, uh, norms, spline, and more. Sorry for this flies flying around on my notebook. Next is animation tools that provides tools for animating 3D objects and characters, including keyframes, animations, inverses, kinetics, constraints, and procedural animations. Then we have texturing and motion editor that allows artists to apply textures, materials, and sets to 3D models to achieve a realistic surface and lighting effect. Then we have rendering. It offers reduced rendering capabilities to generate high quality images and animation, including photorealistic rendering, ray tracing, and global illumination. Then simulations and dynamics includes simulation tools for simulating physical properties such as gravity, collision detection, cloth, fluid, and uh, particle effects. Then we have scripting and plugins. Supports scripting, which, languages like MaxScript and Python, as well as plugins and extensions for extending the software's functionality and customization. Then lastly, we have integration. Integrated integrates those 3D animation software integrates with other software and pipelines such as game engines like Unity and Unreal engines, compositing softwares, and AD programs for seamless workflow integration. So this is all about our fourth question in the module 7. The last module, 7 modules, the last module, this multimedia and graphics series. So now we are done with this chapter. In the next video we will start the module 6. Okay, so thank you for watching and subscribe to the channel if hit the like button if you like this video.